Well, that makes more sense. If I didn't close the window last time, I would have known, but whatever. Alright. This is right from the top. Got 2 drawings here. You can't see them because it's in 4H. The best flavor of pencil. I'll cut it later. It's frustrating. Oh yeah. Little flippy roonies on. Alright. Let's start with the Mothman first, shall we? Mothman and Moth Lady pizza date. Of course, I'm gonna go with the. Oh, what did I do here? Well, apparently I spilled ink all over the place. Whatever. Alrighty. There's the problem. I'm missing some light action. Mothman and Moth Lady. It's because you only ever hear about Mothman, you never hear about Moth Lady. Stand to reason it's probably Moth Lady. Just like Dogman, it's always Dogman. Dog Lady. Dog Boy, Dog Girl. The whole family of dogs. Just give me the old quick through. Cheap watercolor. Pizza date. If I had a pizza right now, it would probably be, if I didn't have to share with Mrs. Fylth, jalapeno, feta cheese, and pineapple. But I'll just get a ham and pineapple. That's good enough for both of us. Oh, cat fuzz. Dude, I don't want to get too close to the buildings because it'd be purple in between there. Differentiate the colors. And the buildings with black. I'm gonna have to probably put windows in them. Just realized that. That's right. Trusty 4H right here. Fairly simple. It takes a couple seconds because I'm so good. Yeah, I don't know where I got the idea. I'd probably like old comic or something back in the day for the silhouette backgrounds. Plus, you can make it any city you want. All you can do is throw the silhouette back there, and some people will probably get it if they know their city skyline well enough. Never been to Chicago, but back in the day, that's where KMFDM used to play all the time. Ministry, all those bands, Revco. Probably good times. Wham! Quick adjustment. Just like that. Move that down a little bit more. There. Try to make sure I get less dome in there this time. That's the guy right there. Zip-a-doo-dah. So easy to color this stuff. Leave a little gap there because I can secret technique that. Giving away all my secrets. Got a pen in my mouth, so I was rambling here, but just so she goes. Trust me, it'll all work out in the end. It'll look very nice. A little too much water there, it's alright. I'll bring that all together later on. It's all the magic of cheating watercolor. Except I keep forgetting that these watercolor pages are real fabricy. So that I can't glob as much water as I'd like to on them. Sorry. So it will get taken care of. It will be dealt with. Oh, I can't wait to get to the. Oops. Can't wait to get to the writing. Right. The lie detector determined that was a lie. Alright. So it's second tedious most time with this stuff. I always do this and I just kind of go into the zone. It's like and the next thing I know, I got a cartoon. It's like when the boss was at work, he's like, "Dirty Fylth, how much to get a drawing off you and put it on the wall? Like the original." I was like, "I don't know, man. $40, she's all yours." He's like, "How about 50?" And I go, "Well, you're bad at haggling, but I'll take it." So $50 for basically doing nothing. It's just it's like breathing basically for me. I can do that, no problem. Space there for that blue as well. Gave away the secret. It's gonna be blue down there, folks. A darker blue. Successfully not really getting my dome in there, I don't think, too much. It looks like the... That's not very appropriate. Yeah, I just sometimes use 2 brushes. I don't know why. It's comfortable. There. There. Beverage. Yeah, there we go. That'll work out for the time being. So we're going on to the next phase here, boils and ghouls. Purple. Where did we put that other guy? Oh, it's buying. Right there. Well, I just find that purple and black usually make good background color. It's evident because I use it all the time. And it also allows things to kind of see the writing a little bit better, as opposed to with other darker colors. And I think black and purple go together. It's a nice bruisey color. You could throw some green in there. A really nice gruesome green. Gruesome green. It's like a Crayola green of some sort, probably. Alright, let's get some of this bastard over here. Hold on a second here. Important business.
See if I can entice Grantavius Flavius Maximus of the 13th Legion to come watch the madness as it happens live.
Yeah, as I was saying, purple, black, makes good background. I don't even need to put all the purple and black in there. You just gotta get enough, because you can go in with the finer details. It's like shoot with a bunch of mortars and they're all injured up. Run in there and crush with cavalry. It's the best. Smash with cavalry. Yeah, that's one thing I'd never want to get ran over by. 10,000 Polish hussars rolling down the hill, crushing everybody outside Vienna. How's that working for them? Well, they ended up capturing it a couple years later anyway, but still. Now that was a staggering battle back in the 1600s. So, yeah, totally dig all that old medieval stuff. Renaissance period, all that. There's a couple good YouTube channels about that kind of stuff. And then books. You need books. I plan to die under an avalanche of books and albums. Self-terminate my study or something like that. It's different, but gotta have a study first. Fireplace. Oh, yeah. For the most part, you don't have to get too close to anything. You just run it over with the cavalry and you clean it up later. Just switch over now. I'm fairly certain I lost a brush somewhere, or a cat probably stole it. Probably the cat. I don't got ghosts. It's not like the ghost is going to screw around with me. Oh, I'd rather have anything but ghosts, man. That just creeps me right out. You just be in the shower, ghost staring at me. Right there. I mean, like a remote viewer staring at you in your shower. That's one thing. Like, not much you can do about it. Make it really awkward or whatever for him, I guess. But ghosts is just like, ugh, I don't know, man. There's something about that just creeps me out. I'll let Merle have all the ghosts. Friday tomorrow. Pizza day, I think. I could buy $20 donaire if I wanted. I don't know what kind of pizza Mothman and Moth Lady would like. I don't even know what their diet would be. I'll have to look into that. If they even have a diet. This is like one thing like nobody ever seems to really cover. They're like, Sasquatch probably just eats like whatever and like breaks a deer in half and like drinks its insides like a can of beer or something. I don't know. It just seems like nobody ever tries to find like, what do they eat? They eat something. And this is like me in Las Vegas just eating cigarettes the entire time. Survive on that. I think Mothman would be like he'd probably eat small birds or something like that. All birds and fish. He's hanging out near Chicago. He's got all types of water to go in. Who knows? Maybe he's actually one of the reasons for the missing 411 because Mothman abducts people and devours them. He's got that little twirly tongue, you know, the party thing, and you blow and it goes boot. He's probably got one of those. He just jabs it into your throat, and that's why it's a surgically shanked hole in the body, and then they just suck all the juices right out, liquefy the insides, and suck them out. That's what Mothman does. That's at least I think so. I think so now. I just came up with that. But that's should write that down. I think I can hear whiskey breath being whiskey. All right. So I got the special paints. These are magical paints. I got them from a very nice lady. One day she's like, "Can I mail you something?" I was like, "Sure." I figured it was gonna be like, I don't know. I don't even know. I wasn't really expecting anything, to be honest. I was kind of actually hoping it would have been like a payday bar or something, but nonetheless, she sent me this fancy tray and these magical paints that aren't the same color they say they are. They just come out something vibrant. And I really appreciate it. And if Linda ever sees this, thank you. She's probably an alien too. Probably everybody knows an alien. I'm just the only normal guy at them all. Yeah, these watercolors are just something else. Hi, Raymond. Your shitty team lost last night. Yeah? You want me to make deviled eggs for sure? You want deviled eggs for sure or what? Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I know. Pardon? Yeah, okay. Got to yell at Raymond. It's actually my shitty hockey team too, but I said, fuck it, I'm not watching that. Pardon my French. Alrighty. Second most tedious part, all these little windows and everything. Marie's my pal since high school. I've known that guy a long time. Actually, I drew a cartoon of him back in the day because he'd get all grumpy. The teacher in our social studies class be like, "Hey, everybody, get out your notebooks." That's Treeware. Get out your notebooks. You take some notes. And he'd be like, "Ugh, I don't want to do these stupid notes." And he'd get all pouty pants. So I drew a cartoon of him pouting about it. Troll my friends since forever. Anyway, the point of these watercolors here is if you put it on thick, it's really dark. But if you add some water to it and a bigger thing, yeah, I'll give you a demonstration. I don't care anyways. Then when you add more water, it gets this it just brightens up so much. And if you want it to be darker, you just put a little more water into that area you want darker. You can't really see it on this camera, but it works, trust me. I don't lie. And a little dividiness there, that'll all work out in the end anyways. Trust me. forget where I was. Ended up before I had to yell out my window at rains going by. For surely making deviled eggs. I had to get a double confirmation. It's always important. That's why I like to try things 3 times. First time and second time to see if I liked it for sure or not. Third time always for the variable. For science. Alrighty. That part's all done, skis. Oh boy. I'm running low on the beverage here. So I'll get the Mothman thing all done because the top half will be finished. And a wise man once said, I don't know if this is the exact quote, but close enough. Ow. Not ow. The quote was something along the lines of, starting something is being halfway finished. And when I heard that, that really hit me because it really makes sense. It's like you eliminate the middle. I mean, could end quicker or later than when you believe you're in the middle. So once you start something, you're halfway done. I have to go back to that one. I have no idea why I put these little red blocks behind the lettering. It's probably on like a cartoon or something I read a long time ago, and it just stuck with me because almost all my artwork is a conglomeration of cartoons that I liked, artwork that I enjoy, and artists that I find inspiring. I forget what show it was. Some animated thing back in the day, and it was like Cyber 6 is what it was. Cyber 6. And I always remember that the guys that drew that, they had the eyebrows were like little square blocks. And I've always, after I seen that, I was like, that's really cool. What an easy way to wimp out and draw eyebrows is just make square blocks. So I started doing that. It worked out for me. This water's getting just absolutely filthy disgusting. I can relate. Well, I'm going to go for a piss, and I'll be right back. Refill my dirty water. Hello, whiskey. I'm going to make deviled eggs this Saturday for the thing. Do you want me to save a couple for you? I'll make them. What time are you leaving on Saturday? Are you leaving Saturday? On Saturday? Okay. I think I'll make them tomorrow. Or are you staying at your mom's all weekend? Okay, well, if you're staying there, if you're coming back Sunday, I'll just make them on Saturday. Because I don't want to make them sit that long. They wouldn't last that long because I'd be like, ow, ow, ow. No, I'm going to save you something. Special recipe. Right, Wop?
Whiskey, you're a pest. Yep. Bye, Whiskey. At least I don't show my chair sitting there, Dave. Sounds foyer wrong.
That's right, I still am. Alright, on to the next phase here. Horse, watercolor water. Alrighty. Back in business. Controversial. Alright, next up, spaced out radio green for the letterings of capital M. I'll start this way. Cause too much of a ruckus. Splatter it all over. So, next time we go to Vegas, totally bringing a whole bunch of drawings. And people have the opportunity to buy them for $10 million American each. Which is, I could buy 7 Canadas with like $100 American. Imagine 10 million American. Holy. But I'm going to probably just ship them down because I know a guy. And then just hit up a dollar store, buy some candy, find a nice fancy framing place, get some frames, frame them up all nice while eating sour candies. I don't know. There's got to be like a fancy candy store in Vegas with like, I don't know. I can hear and taste and feel and everything. My dreams are like realistic, and I've eaten some pretty good sour candy in my dreams, and I've never found sour blue raspberry candy like that in awake life or nothing, and that just, it's a shame. Kind of upsetting, actually. It's like, rub the genie in the magic lamp. What's your wish? It's like, I just like to live in my dream world so I can just eat sour candies for the rest of my time. I actually had a dream where at my work, I like go in as like, my boss is like, I need you to receive these candies and this beef jerky. And it was Sasquatch brand beef jerky and sour raspberry UFOs. And they were little like UFO shaped candy. Oh, it's just, I don't know. Now I just want candy. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm starving. Tapeworm's starving. Yeah, I just really want some candy now. What the hell? I've already been out twice today. It's more than enough. There's people out there. And always mooching smokes off you. I need to get a shirt that says, no extra smokes or spare change. That'd just be perfect for Edmonton. Or get a shirt and be like, I went to Edmonton, the only thing I got was stabbed on the LRT. It was a delightful experience. That's what you do. You go to Edmonton and get stabbed on the LRT. And the security guard's like, well, you shouldn't have been there, Jim. Crap. They're actually not really security guards. They're just like basically like an observer. It's like, help, I'm being shanked by a rusty needle. Well, I'll make sure that I tell the police that's what happened. And that's how you died. Like, oh, great, thanks. Thanks for coming out, Jim. Everybody can complain about the place they live. Unless you lived in Vostok. It's minus 30 in summertime. I could live there. That's easy peasy. The thick Canadian blood. Mrs. Fylth, not so much.
is it? There it is. I call this my cosmic blue. It's a lunar blue, but cosmic sounds better. It's just soaked. What the hell am I doing? Whatever. Look at that. Purple all over the place now. What a mess. The tune stopped. Yes, I would like to continue listening to cheap piece of garbage. Ugh. What the Franklin? Let's see here. This is not working for me here. Let's see here. Oh boy. This is my lunar blue. I prefer cosmic blue. It's really nice, but the color's a bastard to get going. Yeah. Right. This just blends absolutely perfect with the black. Because the Mothman and Moth Lady will be a dark grayish black. Those super red eyes. That's like the Thomas Azier song, Red Eyes. That's a good song. Oh, that's like... Oh, crap, it's gonna be like 10 years old now. Everything's old. Holy. It's time to go to an old folks' home. You're right. I worked in an old folks' home. He was best maintenance guy in there. Well, I'd say second best. Brian was more experienced than me, but I had the youthful charm and good looks. So I use this blue whenever I need to get close to I use this blue whenever I need to get close to these intricate details of black because it just melts in just perfect enough. And then it's bright enough that any darker colors that I put inside of it will pop out. If that makes any sense. It makes sense to me. I could basically almost color the entire creature, but it's not how it works. At least how I do it. You do whatever you want. Just glob color on me here. Bloody hell. Oh boy. Yeah, I'll just lick the watercolor off. That's not going to go over my face or anything. I hope it's not toxic. Whatever. I'll die anyway at some point in time. Might as well die from watercolor poisoning. I don't know. That's why I think people should straight up try to fist fight Dogman, Sasquatch, any weird cryptid they see. Because if you get torn apart, your back, like, you fight Sasquatch, he's going to grab you and lift you up and just... He's going to grab you by your hips and your shoulders and just pull and like rip you in half, and all your guts are just gonna drop all over him. Like Mortal Kombat fatality, basically. That's how that's gonna happen. Dogman's just gonna shred you to bits.
Mrs. Jones, how did Jim die? Well, he got ripped apart by Dogman. It just shredded him.
Someone's got to take the jump, just like UFO world, man. Someone's just got to fall on the blade, just spill everything straight up. Like, we need some more deathbed confessions, or just someone like, I got nothing left. Screw it. We've got aliens. Here's the proof. If you don't like it, you're wrong. I'm right. I've got the proof. That's what someone needs to do. Fall on the blade. It's a hill worth dying on. If I had the info, I'd do it. I'd break my rule of dying before all my friends. Or after my friends, rather. So they can't take advantage of my cartoons on eBay. That's what they gotta do. Someone's gotta just bite the bullet. Spill all the secrets about everything. That's the only way this is gonna get... I'll put a little blue in there as well, just because... It's the only way this is ever going to get figured out. Otherwise, we just had these meetings. I guess, like, I don't know, 80, 90 years. We'll just be like, yeah, I've always had aliens. And people are like, well, we've always known we've had aliens. It's been on TV. And be like, there you go. See? It's all right. You've seen it on the television. All right. All right. That post's almost done. I'm fairly certain I've got a 0.1 that I can write pizza on that pizza box, and that would be really cool. It's not coming off, is it? Nope, whatever. Wiping up my pants. So next we got more cat hair. A secret. Since I'm going to be doing the sidewalk, the road, dark color, to separate it. Just enough from the characters and the rest of the road and everything else, so that I can throw that. It'll probably be a purple this time, actually. Depends how I feel. My cat hair. Sometimes I just leave it in there, dries in. That way, in like, I don't know, 10,000 years, they'll find it. They'll be like, this animal must have been a gracious piece if this artist hid some of their hair in here, knowing that in the future, man would be able to clone animals from hair out of artwork 10,000 years ago. See, it's okay over here, because this is already blue and green, but over here, you gotta be careful. Nothing over here. Trust me. And the street itself will just be straight up darker. And then they'll resurrect Whiskey Breath, and then it'll be like, this is, if this is what they thought gods were, these ancient human civilizations were weird. This cat's just annoying, and it never shuts up, and whining outside the door, and puking on the rug, and alright, it's time to get the big boy out. The big dog. Alright. Get that purple in there. That's purple from previous. Cat hair. But yeah, it's fight the Sasquatch if you see him. Fight the dog, man. Give her your best. Make sure your buddy films you getting ripped apart. We need that evidence. should be doing. They should just have some real rowdy guys. Yeah, we're not gonna have that. They should have some real rowdy guys just go out in the forest and try to antagonize these things, just scrap them. That's what they should do. Why not? I wouldn't do it. Just because I thought of it doesn't mean I'd want to do it, but. Yeah. Yeah, good enough. There we go. Alright, go with a little bit of purple this time here. Actually, now we're getting into the tiny stuff here. Alright, 1 second here. I had to mention that nothing is original because it truly isn't. I believe Leibach said that in some interview, and they're like, "Hey, Rammstein basically stole your style," and they're like, "Good, we're happy that they were influenced by us, but they couldn't steal anything because nothing is original." And I think it's hilarious that the guy who asked that or said that Rammstein was stealing from Leibach, who was originally basically a cover band, comes out and like just gets slaughtered, report a murder. All right, we're almost done this sucker here. Time we're looking at. Oh yeah, we'll be done before Spaced Out Radio, that's for sure. All right, super precision guy that I don't use very often because I'm a big fan of the flat brushes. But it works out perfect because that's the way she goes. The brushes always make it easier too. Except you get these little tiny brushes. apologize for the heavy breathing. I'm not excited of any sort. Just sometimes you gotta do that. Otherwise, it just doesn't work out very well. So much color in there, Jim. Just want a little bit of that blue. Cosmic blue. Just merge. Merge North American servers, Conqueror's Blade, you dickheads. No, sir, I don't like that one bit. I don't like that one bit. Whoa! Settle down there, me. Just encrusted with cat hair now. There we go. Good enough. Oh boy, how do you deal with that table? No problem. No problem. That's that thing there. Alright, thank you. Small flat brush that I don't use very often. You've done a good, fine job. This bush is gonna go. This beautiful bush will go right off into the distance. Just do a little bit of that, a little bit of that, make it a little bigger. And then, back to that fancy yellow again. The mystical yellow. Mystical yellow. See, this will be. I should probably be able to work here. You'll be able to see how. Oh, I should probably look so I can get a fancy camera first, but whatever. So look at that. Look at that. I don't know. This is just a great set of paints. I was always like, paints don't really make a difference or anything. I just use dollar store crap. I still use dollar store crap. It still works. Sometimes you find some good stuff that really works. I got dollar store stuff that I'll use like as over anything else, but these paints for the usage that I use them for, if you could even say that, I'm pretty sure Miss Fylth just cringed. She could hear me say that. The usage that you use them for, good God. You can ding me on that one, Dave, if you hear me saying that. But yeah, I'll be buying another pack of these paints, but they're just special use. I mean, you just have to do it that way. At least I think so. I mean, it's not even that the money would be a factor. It's just I just know how to use them. Probably eventually I'll just use these type of paints, but I don't know. Watercolor lasts forever because you can just keep going back and over and up and down and left and right, and as long as you don't have a page like this one that's gets all soggy and everything and flaky. This one's been so bad. Maybe I just had a bad batch. I used a different packet because I had 2 packets I got at Christmas time. But that'd be my luck, because anytime there's like, I don't know, I'd be the guy with like setting up landmines, and mine would be the faulty one and blow up. I'd be like, well, looks like he just got the crappy one. Oh, geez, now he's dead. It's like, but no, I don't know. I can't really say that I get all the bad stuff all the time, because I usually go to restaurants or pizza places, whatever. I never have problems with my orders. I don't ever make anything extravagant. It's just load me up on a chicken donair. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I know people that go to restaurants like, food was dry, turkey was dry, meatballs were frozen. It's like, doubt it, Jim, but whatever. Now we're down to the final bit here of the coloring, which doesn't look too bad, actually. It's still a amorphous blob. I gotta touch up the buildings real quick before we do anything else. But nonetheless, here it comes, Mothman and Moth Lady. What am I looking at here? I got a 1 brush. At this point in time, I just need like a thick camel hair. With those Japanese guys drawing like the entire city of Tokyo on a rice grain of some sort eventually. Jeez. I find when it's smaller, I can have more detail. But at the same time, there's not a lot of detail. I don't know, it's weird. I don't know how it works. Just the human eye. And all you gotta do is trick the eye to see just enough. The brain will make up the rest, and there you go. Right? UFO guys and Sasquatch people and ghosts and junk. Just trick the human eye to see what you want it to see, and it will see that. And that's why I draw watercolor. There we are. Yep. Looks pretty good to me. I'm still trying to think if Mothman and Moth Lady would eat the same kind of pizza. Oh, yeah. All right. The old knuckle cracker. Moth Lady is basically the same thing, but with a more pronounced hourglass figure. I was about to go, who spilled paint all over the chair, but oh boy. There's only one person to blame for that. Whiskey when I was gone having a whiz earlier. It's the only explanation. Let's just get in there right after this dries and just hit it real good with a blast of purple. Trust me. Oh, why do I do this? Make it as small as possible. Holy. To play the waiting game here, because there's not much else I can color or anything on here right now. Oh, jiggling the camera around. What's this song here? Yeah, I can stick with that one. Oh, someone's having a fire. I'm so jealous. What a rip. Alright, that should be good enough. See, the weird thing is you can use almost a reddish pink for the color of pepperoni, and it works just perfect. It works perfect because once you get the orange for the cheese, the orangey yellow cheese, it just works. Trust me. I don't know why, but it does. I don't know. I don't make the rules. I just exploit them. Bloop. Isn't that nice? All right. As I was saying, the secret technique. Take that old flatty guy again. Gonna hit it straight up. It's darkest purple I can find. Driest, darkest purple I can find. It'll take a second here for this brush to get to my preferred brush capabilities. Should be right there. I should be good. Yep. You can't see it because it's not a fancy camera, but this is how it works. And smooth her out a bit. Goes right to there. That goes there. Done. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, we gotta give a little Mr. Mothman. He just needs a little bit because his eyes will move your brain away from lack of space there. Pew, done. Actually, a little bit right there. Cover that guy up. Oh boy, this is a task sitting here talking to myself. There's gotta be an easier way to do this shit. Using up all my speaking voice for RPGs this weekend. Alright, Pete's box, then we're done, then we ink the sucker. What time are you looking at? Oh yeah. Ooh, cutting her close. Cutting her close, half an hour to Spaced Out Radio. We got it. It's all good. It's all good, Dirty Filth. It's all good, nobody listening to Dirty Filth. Talk to himself. Cat hair again. Alrighty. And then cheese for the pizza. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Bang! Look at that. See? Well, I can see it. You probably can't, but looks like a sliced pepperoni on there. Well, to be honest, I think I'm gonna go for a puff here. If you hear any ghosts talking, have at her. Pumping beats while I'm out there. Really fucked over. I've never talked to myself more than any time since day in my entire life. Jesus Christ. Gotta start somewhere, though. Hello, whiskey. Lover, I think your laundry's done. Oh, okay. Goodbye, pretty lady. All right, we're no longer having a smoke break. Dickheads better not open your door on the side of my car. I'll be coming down there. Oh, this neighbor's mine. Triangles, of course, right? What else would be in the music video? Unbelievable. Okay. Inking phase. And put this water on it. Spill it everywhere. I just don't trust my neighbors. Car opening skills aren't very good. They lie somewhere between ignorance and non-existence. Alright. Can't believe it though. Of course, music videos got triangles in it. It's just terrible. Alright, where am I going here? Who are we driving with? Of course, I gotta do the small ones. We'll just go with the old number 6. See, these little block things to make. I have no idea where I seen them. They were somewhere. I think I at least was influenced by something, but yeah, here we are, back to lettering. Ugh. Just kill me. You know, I forgot my noose at work. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this right now. This lettering stuff, just no. And no, I'm never gonna do any of that digital stuff. Did it before. It's fun. I just don't get the same thrill from it. Just doesn't feel right. You know, I've seen the word pizza so many times. If I didn't eat a sandwich for supper, probably would eat pizza. Unless, so I gotta make deviled eggs this weekend. Deviled eggs for, I don't know, his birthday party or something. Sweet one's throwing, so. He wants my deviled eggs. Apparently make them good. How's that working for you? My dad. He'd never even watch this because he's too busy foaming about something, but nonetheless, I make wicked deviled eggs. Oh yeah, I gotta redo the one last little touch up before I continue here. Almost caught myself getting lazy there. Like, I could have Mike Smithed it, but I didn't. Dun, dun. No, I should say that. That's not very nice. Just one quick little over. Actually, use the Flatterton. Juice there. All the pens are in the way, everything falling apart. And... holy. Police are to be called in no time. It's a complete mess. It's a madhouse. This is the this is the stuff I forgot about. Marginally noticeable. Nobody cares, Dotson. Look, it's Grantavius Flavius Maximus of the 13th Legion. He's learning all my secrets. Make sure you take notes because there's a test at the end. Actually, no test. Granted, I had to go back and fix a couple color misses that I noticed. Well, that I wasn't satisfied with mostly. That's why I'm going back through. Oh, this was supposed to be the inking phase, which is why normally there's not extra stuff like that. But nonetheless, I accomplished what I needed to do. Except I missed those two lights right there. But I'm going to leave those out just because. It'll be our little secret. Anybody that sees this, that's our secret. That's fucking creepy. I tell everybody about it. Actually, I got a better idea. Alright. Back to the inking part. The most important part. The funnest part. Because then I'm done. I get to scan it, send it to the old web witch, and another cartoon under the old belt buckle. Except we could grab Mr. 7. Mr. 7. Put that water away. Precious hydration. Oh, this pen just died on me. You bastard. The old detail pen's gonna have to come in and run the battle here now. Oh boy. That sucks. That's alright. Improvise, adapt, and overcome. I'm out in the wilderness and I'm trapped. Better drink my own piss on Bear Grylls. Well, this is an interesting turn of events. Let's see how this works out. Apologize for the drunken camera here. Nice to try to sneak away there, 6H, but not happening. Back into the collection with you. Holy. What a massive struggle. The entire reason I drew that convolutedly is because I had no idea where I actually left the lines because they disappeared with the water when I drew them. Which is why I also made a few other mistakes, but that's why that looked really weird and that felt really weird, but nonetheless, it all worked out the way I wanted to, so carrying on, shall we? See, I just missed that 7H heavy hitter guy. It's alright. It's okay. Nobody knows anyway. That was a painful run across the entire battlefield there. Excuse me. It's like Frogger. Oh, well, my pens are down now. This is getting terrible. My roster is depleting. It's like my Oilers in the playoffs. They're all injured and dead. Great. Letter, whatever. No, I got nothing else here. I'm missing pen. Alright, number 3. Number 3 is going to have to deliver me here on this one. Number 3 is going to basically have to be McDavid trying to do it all himself. It'll have to be Carsa Orlong fighting an entire ship full of dickheads. You just be like, witness. Throw a spear through like 6 guys. Magic can't affect him. No chance. I'm satisfied with that. That's where the old witness always comes from. Carsa Orlog, Telemann Toblikai, Malazan books. Probably one of my favorite characters. He's a raging piece of garbage, but out of all the characters that were barbarians, that could have been barbarians, he was written better than a barbarian. I think maybe it's probably the bias that Malazan is my favorite book series, but it's Malazan. Malazan, I don't know. It's Malazan. Stephen Erickson, Ian Esmond, you might say are different, but you're wrong. I'm sorry. You might have invented the series, but just like it's a kookaboo, it's not a chocobo or a chocobo or a chocobo or whatever all weird things. It's a kookaboo. That's what I've decided. So too bad. Nonetheless, we're almost done the buildings here. They should have had the window guys show up earlier in the day and put the windows in so I wouldn't have to do this right now. This one's a little bit ghetto. Yeah. It's the KMFDM tower. I always thought there was like a building that had a big KMFDM sign on the outside of it. Apparently that wasn't ever a thing, actually. I really want to draw Mothman and Moth but we could do the background first. Before we gotta leave them their privacy till we get to the very end. Eating pizza in Chicago. 1991. KMFDM's playing. Ministry. Special guest. Skinny Puppy shows up. I don't know. That's probably not how it happens, but pretty cool. Thrill Kill Cult is the opener. They don't have super bands like that anymore. They don't even really have bands anymore. They haven't even had like a girl band or a boy band or anything. They're just like, well, find some wiener on the internet, make him famous. Well, not even that. Like, I don't know. I'm just old and out of touch with reality, so like, never mind. I rescind my previous comments. I rescind my previous comments about music and everything else like that. But I can speak that it would have been cool to see Skinny Puppy, KMFDM, and all those crazy guys all at once, but whatever. I got to see Dead Jesus play live, and not many people can say that. And I was at their last show. Oh, that was a... Yeesh. Pigs' heads flying around, pig intestines, sanitation violations left, right, and center. I mean, if you went to a Dead Jesus concert in Edmonton, man, that was it. I fully endorse that band. I can't anymore, but I got a couple of their albums. Anyway, a couple preliminary checks here before we go on to the rest of it. Not really happy with that blue, but we're going to go. The city doesn't actually usually get any detail. It's usually just like the silhouette blacked out, as many bright lights as possible. So that's why. Yoink, connect the dots. I just have to. I gotta get my super. It's in my special assault case. Hold on. As per the government of Canada, I gotta put my assault weapons in a special case. Ah, shit. Oh, the old number one. Bring that guy. Oh no. Oh, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get close enough to this thing. Oh, bloody hell. It's bent. My number one is dead. Sorry, Riker. Next closest is a 3. Here we go. Whatever. I apologize for the deep breaths in there, force habit. Holy Christ. Alright. That was a little more painful than I expected. Oh. With the Franklin tunes, just crush the entire Megazone 9000. Of course, they don't have the one to get that close. You've gone this far, you can do it. Pizza comes like a wooden box, apparently. What the hell is that? No, just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Alright, alright. Yeah! I'm okay with that. Holy, that wasn't painful or anything. Watch men make. Holy. I had nothing to say during that bit there. I don't even really remember drawing that stuff. It's just you gotta do that superhuman thing. You gotta do that superhuman thing, and there we go. It's crooked to me, yeah. A couple of edits before I go to that next part there. That's a good God. That's the it's the lanes that the car is driving between. I'm out of technical jargon, to be honest, straight up. Right in the zone. You guys are taking back seat to this. Except you don't get to listen to cool tunes I'm listening to. Suckers. Probably this road was a bit of garbage. Just realized I couldn't make it too much of a dump because cartoon set in I don't know, it's set in Chicago. That's pretty dumpy. But Edmonton's pretty ghetto, but not as much ghetto as Chicago. But Edmonton's ghetto for Canada, 100%. All right, let's get the old detail boy out. Whoa. Poor bastard's gonna have to retire after tonight. There's no grass growing there. A little bit maybe. Draw bullet casings would be not very nice. Drawing shanks in Edmonton. You're getting shanked on the fucking LRT. Pardon my French again, but drive the LRT, you get shanked free of charge. I think it's just about it, really. I mean, what else do I got here? A couple little things I'll notice before I scan it, that's for sure, but I think that's about done for the night. No. Can't quit there. I show the full drawing right to the end. Am I satisfied with it? Yes. Well, that's into that. Oh, bloody hell. I don't know where to find the exit button on this damn thing. Oh, good God. I'll just close everything. Oh boy. Okay, there we go. All right. That's the drawing. From start to finish. All the madness in between. Well, just